right?
Yeah, and I mean, back then it was even more. It was like mental abuse. We have to see if you're tough. We have to see if you can hang with us, if you belong into this business. I mean, it's night and day compared to what it used to be. When I started, we would get the like beat up, and it's like, you're not good, and that's not for you, and just like mental abuse nonstop. It didn't come from a bad place. It was more like it's the way it was from generation to generation.
Like hazing, like kind of like hazing.
Yeah, it's like more of a army style where like, you don't belong here, you're not good enough. Oh yeah, show me you can. It was more of a yeah, kick yourself in the ass and go forward and push your limits. And as of now, it's more about teaching. Like they will show you how to wrestle, the wrestling holds, the bumps and everything. And back then they just at first wanted to see how tough you were. And if you could prove them that you could hang and you know, that you belonged in there, then they would show you. You needed to bump on the floor before they could allow you to step in their ring. And you know, and especially being a woman who was fighting the guys because there was no other women. The number of, I always say, like, my nose got broken so many times, and I got stretched and I got punched so hard because women didn't belong in the ring with men, and they wanted me to know, and they wanted me to quit. And it's just like, no, I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to show you that I can't do this. But looking back, my God, it was so much abuse and so much crying when I was going back home. And I mean, there's no way it has been any good for my mental health. But I guess my desire to prove people wrong and that I wanted to be taken seriously as a wrestler. And I remember other wrestlers telling me, you take this too seriously. Well, if I don't, you won't.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you won't. You think I'm a joke. You think I'm an attraction. You think I should be a lady that runs around the ring and looks sexy in high heels. That's not what I want to do. I want to be a wrestler. And so I had to go through all this for years. You know, there was the mental abuse. There's also sexual abuse. Like I would get grabbed and I would like get my towel pulled. There's a guy who tried to get in my shower. There's like endless examples. And I was not comfortable with my body. Like I said, I'm someone who deals a lot with losing and gaining weight, losing it again. So that always has been a struggle. And at home, my stepfather kept telling me I was fat, I was ugly, I wouldn't do anything wrong. And then you find wrestling as a safe haven where like, I'm going to get all my frustrations out and I'm going to go out there, and you relive the same thing throughout the guys who believe you should not be there. And they tell you, like my second match, there's one wrestler who threw water on me. It's like, you're going to quit in a year. You're a piece of shit. You think you're better than us, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, my God, no. But just the fact that I wanted to be in the ring with them and I wanted to push, like, it's like I was not allowed, and they were letting me know. So it's, I'm saying that, and I was like, my God, that was so terrible. Thank God today it's not like that anymore. And if it's like that, it gets called out now. Yeah. And you know, when a guy didn't want to wrestle me back then, it's like, he doesn't want to lose to a girl. You got to understand, like, it's, you know, it's shameful for us. And now if a guy says, I don't want to wrestle or lose to this girl, he's going to get called out on social media. He's going to get unbooked. He's going to get canceled. Back then it was like, I was getting canceled.
You were getting canceled,
for wanting to push the limits and fighting for women's rights. So it really like a complete like 180 switch from what it used to be. And thank God.
And I bet you probably wish you had some poutine to go with all the potatoes you got hitting you in the face, right?
Oh my God.
You know?
Yeah. Well, you can't eat too much poutine. As good as it is in the mouth, it's not really good for the ass.
Well, remember, you are not alone. Catch full episodes every Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific.